what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it until you lie to other people's children. Boys cannot become little girls, and girls cannot become little boys. Notice I didn't say men and women. I don't care what you do in the bedroom as an adult, but stay away from my kids. Leave our kids alone! Can I hear you? I'm sorry to tell you, there is no such thing as a transgender child.
Oh, there isn't.
They're confused. They have mental challenges. They need support. My name is Tracy Henderson. I'm a mom first. I'm a licensed and practicing California attorney, and I'm the founder of California Parents Union. You can think of us as the antidote to the teachers union, because just like Jesse said and Tito, we're taking down the school boards this next season, and if you're not running, you're recruiting. I want to tell you a story about what's happening in our schools to make you sick and make you really go out and tell 10 people to run for school board. It's the cornerstone of democracy in our state. We can hold the line against Newsom at our school boards. The legislature has delegated authority to school boards to do what they believe is best for their community. And Newsom, and nobody can take that back. It's in our Constitution. So, little town of Carmel, where I'm from, by the beach, okay? We kind of escaped a lot of the stuff that LA did. My daughter wore a mesh mask because she was a teenager and didn't want to be the weird kid, right? I told her she was going to Florida if she put on the real mask, so she wore the mask. But they painted me as a crazy conservative in Carmel. About a year into it, parents came to my house. They descended with wine, and they said, "Tracy, help us. There is a special needs teacher," get this, a special needs teacher in Carmel who is pushing this thing called the Safe Schools Project. Now I want you guys to listen to me. My message to you today is stop the lies. Live in truth. Truth is our power. Listen to this lie. And you also need to become experts at doublespeak. Safe Schools Project sounds good, doesn't it? Well, guess what? Watsonville High School. It's a party for LGBTQ alphabet kids, okay? My husband's a 22-year Harvard-educated Marine principal. I'm a lawyer. He goes to the administrator class. In the administrator class at the Safe Schools Project event, they say, "Oh, don't use the word mom and dad anymore. Don't use boy and girl. We're going to quietly change the culture. They won't notice. Just don't use it anymore." Boo, right? Okay. I went to the hormone class, the puberty blocker class. Oh boy, this was fun. A so-called licensed medical professional stood up in front of that room, and she started the thing off with saying, "I'm not going to use gender-triggering words. We're going to call them bodies with testicles, bodies with testosterone." I looked around the room, I'm going, is anybody else hearing this? Nobody's reacting except me. So it goes on. So a woman in the audience says, okay, we're talking about pumping kids in puberty with puberty blockers. And the mom says, well, what if my child can't have a baby and they can't have a family? And this so-called licensed medical professional up in the front of the room said, we're going to redefine the word of family. Adoption's a family. By the way, she tried to normalize that family. By the way, if you pump hormones and puberty blockers in kids while they're in puberty, they won't have orgasms.
Sterilization.
Right? You're going to take that beautiful thing away, and I'm sorry if I offend anybody. God, please forgive me. This is where I left. This is what got me, and I figured I'm either going to get in a fight or I'm going to leave. This so-called licensed medical professional stood up in the front of the room and said, the conversation turned to money like it always does. I got an insurance company to pay for chest surgery on a 14-year-old body. That so-called licensed medical professional tried to normalize cutting the boobs off a 14-year-old girl, and Carmel Unified School District sent people there in buses and fed them pizza. It's happening in your school, and you know it, and you need to hold the line. Just like Jesse said, what do we do about it? Well, everybody pull your phones out, join CaliforniaParentsUnion.com, because we're taking down the teachers' unions.
Yes!
Okay? CTA is perceived #1 most powerful in the United States. Hear that word I said? Perception. We can change that perception together. They spend hundreds of millions of dollars on politics, teaching our kids to cut off their boobs. It is gonna stop on our watch. So if you're not running for school board, you're recruiting, and California Parents Union will help you. We fund, we have a PAC, like Ben Richards said, we endorse. We rival Kevin Kiley with our endorsements because we make you sign a pledge to always choose a parent's rights, right? Always. And we will train you. We've partnered with Leadership Institute. Some of you are already doing trainings with Leadership Institute. They're amazing. So, as an army of parents, we are going to take back California. Everybody, thank you for listening. God bless you, and leave our kids alone! Leave our kids alone!
Thank you so much. That was so pumped up and happy. It is an illusion, you guys, and we are here to defeat that illusion just by being here. Everything that they're saying, their narrative is going to go down the toilet just by us standing side by side. Here's Alyssa from San Fernando Valley Alliance. SFB, where you at? Alyssa! 818, SFB!
Thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you for standing with us. Look at how beautiful this is to see us all unite for our students, for our children. First of all, I want to say this is not about gay or trans people. This is about the public school education telling me, you, as a parent, what they're going to teach our children. You're not asking me, you're not including me. I'm never given anything before school starts, but I'm told they better be here at this time or you're going to get a phone call. There needs to be total transparency between students, the education system, and the parent. A lot of the arguments they say is parents don't care. This looks like we care. For years you said come to back to school night. For years you said be inclusive. We're here now. We want to be included. Why do I need to be vaccinated, Mr. Carvalho, to be a volunteer on your school campus? You do not employ me, sir. I do not work for you. I do not need a vaccine mandate on me to be in my kid's school. You know what my answer to that? They won't go to your school. We need to draw a line. Why won't our board members work with us? Why hasn't a parent notification system been put in, Kelly Gomez? I'll quote her. I don't agree. That's what she told me and Satakoy parents. I don't agree with the parent notification system. Well, I don't think you should represent me then, Kelly. Again, you make it harder and harder for us by putting up barriers between the parents and the students, making it harder for us. Why am I here on a Tuesday when I could be at work? Why does everybody need to move their lives around when you guys should be doing public meetings in your local district offices? You make it harder for people to have to come from all areas. Why? Because you're not even here? Kelly Gomez, you didn't even come to work today. Thanks. We're tired of being sick and tired. We have lost so much since 2020. But now, look around you. It's 2023. We're united. We're engaged. The people want better for their children. We're not going back. They're my kids. They need my consent. Leave our kids alone. Join the fight. 818 SFB.
We have Oscar now.